Hello, computer.
Hello, computer.
Hi, computer.
We are here once again for more Shooting the Breeze. I am Rob Campbell.
I am Craig Challoner.
I'm Daniel, the surreal Slim Shady Cornfield.
Algorithms.
Nice.
We do this thing where we set a time of 30 minutes, usually go over it and hope for the best. We'll challenge Rainman in between and have some fun along the way. We have some subjects to talk about, but I'm going to start the timer and pass it over to Craig.
I love a Pencer intro. I should do that. You should give me that more often. So, hello, people of the world.
Hold on. Let me do it properly then.
Oh, go on then.
Before I set the timer, this is all like within limit.
Preamble.
This is preamble.
We got nothing of that.
He went so high pitched, only dogs heard him then.
Insert clapping noises.
I like claps for all.
Also, what's happened to the set?
Yeah.
Okay. We're just getting to it. Deep.
Welcome to Shooting to the Breeze. Shooting the Breeze.
We're just getting to it deep. So, obviously, this is a quick fire episode on a bank holiday weekend. That realistically, I didn't really think I'd be doing this weekend. To be completely honest with you, a lot has happened in the last few days in my life. So to fill you all in, my nan had a stroke. Shit. Okay. I'm a nanny's boy. Everybody says I'm a nanny's boy. I'll openly admit she's my favourite relative. So yeah, it's pretty shit. But she is doing really well. She's responding to everything really well, and hopefully he's going to make a full recovery, touching all the wood in the world, and get out of the hospital that she's currently in. So that is why there is no set. I didn't want to do it because I'm a sad boy. But you boys are bringing me a bit of joy with your conversation and banter this evening. Thank you.
There we go. I'll say it.
There we go. What was you going to say?
I was going to say, I think it's all right with your nan. So I know this one's been kicking shit at your last couple of days, but...
No, man.
So...
Yeah, man, there's been a lot of people reaching out for me and looking out for me, and I love you all.
Yeah.
You two boys are in that camp. Thank you for everything that you've done over the past few days since it happened, so thank you. Now, I wasn't able to come out and celebrate your birthday in person, Carson, Mr. Daniel Cornfield, but I've brought whiskey and I've brought Coke, and I'm going to do that for you now. So, happy birthday, motherfucker.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Mr. Cornfield.
I would join you on a drink, but I've drank myself to oblivion for 2 days.
Yeah, you're pretty fucked. So
you're okay. There's still alcohol in your system. You don't need anymore.
Yeah, you're okay.
Look, the last time we did one of these episodes where it was all sober, that went weird.
Water was the choice.
The water episode was just fucking beyond.
It was deep. That's a strong whiskey.
So it's the sea.
Happy birthday. Okay, let's move on. Thanks.
And Rob's completely froze. Oh, there he is. He's back. We heard you cry at the end of that. Was fine.
It's a strong whisker.
So, welcome, people, to episode 6.
Well done.
6. Yeah, let's get it right. We've got to get it right. It's episode 6. We don't make mistakes here. Sometimes. Also, let's start.
We own it when we do.
Fuck it. The editor called me out on the recording on the last episode, so it'll be fine. So let's start with some fun shit. Let's start with bad gimmicks.
Oh.
because we enjoy a bit about gimmicks, I think this is a good time to start with this, and we're gonna go straight in with one Timothy Culkins, aka Tim Arson. Now you might not remember that name because he didn't do a great deal in his life, but he got the absolute pleasure for one night only to have a match against the Sandman on the debut show of WWE CW.
Yeah, I know who this
the zombie
is. Yeah. Yes.
The zombie.
Oh my god.
Was that a statement?
What a gimmick.
Was that a statement that Vince could just do what he
Before,
fucking wanted?
I don't even know. It was just fucking awful. It was a debut, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to beat the shit out of somebody that's unbeatable." And the Sandman literally came out and beat poor Tim across the fucking head with a cane about 100 times before finally going, "Yeah, I'll win."
So I do know a little bit of a story for why a guy just came out as a zombie. So because ECW just debuted on Sci-Fi Network.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, they wanted it to be an alien, but then it was like, "Don't do the alien, don't do the alien." We're trying to get away from the whole we do science fiction, although you name sci-fi, sort your fucking lives out. So instead, a zombie was offered, and Tim, being an excited little boy, went, "I'll do that for you."
Vampire was already taken, wasn't it?
Exactly. You had Kevin Thorne
This is true.
and Ariel, I believe.
That's correct.
So I liked ECW for a time because it was like, there's promise here. There's going to be something, but
I liked Kelly Kelly and CM Punk.
Oh, Kelly. She
Kelly was well ahead,
a little bit, didn't she?
Well ahead of CM Punk, by the way.
Balls Mahoney had ECW down with his backstage antics and his poker.
That
was an episode we didn't miss.
That's gonna be like a Brucey bonus review we do of just that one episode. That'll be on the OnlyFans.
I promise not to ejaculate on a podcast.
You can't promise that.
That is very true.
You can't promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, fair.
Not that I want to move on from a downer part of this, but little Tim actually lost his life, 38 years old.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
On the 7th of January 2015. Wow. And his cause of death has never been disclosed.
Wow. That's extreme, pardon the pun.
He was found in bed, but that's all they know. Well, it's all we know, obviously.
Okay, well, as we always do on this show, someone that's performed in the business, we have to respect it regardless of their time and what they gave. We pour one out to you.
Well, Tim. So, Miss Cornfield, what have you had for us today?
Pain, suffering, and a hangover. No.
In that order.
Yeah.
Good
so
order.
I've been out for the last 2 days. It's been emotional, to quote Vinnie Jones at Capital, the British show once. Yeah, it's just been a weird birthday. It's like, so obviously Rob was meant to come out, but then obviously what's happened with Nan, which, like, shit, it's like one of my best friends can't come out. That sucks. My girlfriend then informs me that day she's been the victim of fraud and has lost £2,000, and she's freaking out, and I'm fuck. Like, you can ask Liam, you can ask Captain, you can ask Ahiz. I was having like a mini panic attack outside. I was like, fuck, this night's ruined. Fucking fuck. But nah, it was all good. And thank you to the people of the Foundry who got me very fucking drunk. Very fucking drunk.
I love the Foundry, by the way.
Yeah, Foundry's an awesome place. Other than that, I went to Bristol. Bristol is a place, and
where do you rank it on your list of places, Don?
It's higher than Swindon, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay.
It's a beautiful place. It really is a beautiful place.
Okay.
I was there for less than a day, so I didn't really get a chance to really see it, but I do plan to go back up there for a couple of days, so I'll report back more.
Not
Other
a
than
complete
that,
failure then?
not a complete failure. And I was drunk. So I'm happy with that. Someone's Xbox just gone on. All right.
Hello, computer.
Hello, Microsoft.
It's giving us notifications.
Ah, what is the notification?
Probably someone signing on. I don't know. Fuck me. And there's a dog appeared.
A
A dog has
Matilda,
entered the
if you
chat.
will.
Craig, what have you got?
I gave you my got. I have got nothing, to be
Oh.
honest. I haven't got a great deal this week. This is why I opted to bad gimmicks initially. I was just going to play a bit of back and forth on YouTube, but
Okay.
So I mean, I'll go.
I've got.
Oh, okay.
I'll just
I just-
shoot. I'll just shoot
I
some
just-
shit. It's fine. I've
Yeah.
got stuff. Like I know the main one that we spoke about is a pretty somber one for me, but I can speak positively about things too.
I thought Don was just ignoring you as there. He's like, it's a black curtain. We'll just move on.
It's I need the set. It's does look right about the set.
Michael ain't there. There's something off. Let's just
Quickly
Let's just
throwing
move on.
shit at the wall.
Hey, we're back.
Oh shit, we're recording. Fuck.
All right, Sterling, I've got you, brother. There we go. We're a little bit back to normal. The Rock can go there. Ahmed, I found space for you above the Rock. Don't tell it. Oh shit! See, even like the
He's
unboxed
going
Rock.
down.
Dolph gets sticking back in his box over there as well. Yeah, Rob. Here's Macho Man. Dolph gets put him back.
There we
in the
go.
box.
Yeah, I'll put him back in his box. I'm not sure where he is, to be fair.
Oh, terrible.
He's somewhere. Michael's here. Ahmed's
Michael.
drunk. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, mentioning Michael, we'll go on to what I've been watching a little bit this week. So I've watched all the shit ones that are on Netflix currently. And when I talk about the shit ones, I talk about 4 and 5 specifically. The Halloween series. The cult of Fawn stuff, which doesn't really like come into things until like the middle of number 5. And then number 6 with Paul Rudd bashing a door in with a fire extinguisher while looking at Michael in the weirdest, sexiest way I think I've ever seen. He's just it's an abomination. So the kills are more gory, most of them, but the fucking mask in 4 and 5, they made the right call to change it a little bit in number 6, but he didn't save that little series. He did not save it at all. 4 and 5 were fucking awful. Like it was terrifying watching it as a kid because he's going after a kid. So you're like, fuck, this could happen anywhere. And like I say, some of the kills are brutal, but the story's a bit fucking whack and a bit fucking shit. And then when it comes to like Rachel, she's like the main girl, other than Jamie in number 4. But then she gets a dead, dirty, easy death in like number 5. And I'm just like, why have you done Rachel so fucking dirty, man? Like, she was basically your replacement for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, she's supposed to be the surprise kill, though, Warner.
Yeah.
Well, she was a surprise kill.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
But because those cops actually come out the house to clown music, it just made no impact on my life whatsoever. I was just like, this is shit.
But, as we're on Halloween, I was thinking about this the other day because I was watching some old school shit. Season of the Witch.
Yes.
Now, we all know that's a film.
Mm.
But if that wasn't part of the fucking franchise that is Halloween, that I think would actually be a decent film.
If it wasn't called Halloween, if it was just called The Season of the Witch, for example.
Yeah, if it wasn't part of that franchise as a thing, take it away.
Yeah.
And just release it on its own. I think that would actually be quite good. But I think we shit on it more purely because of the Halloween thing on it.
Do you know why it is a part of the Halloween thing?
Yeah. No, I've just never liked it since I was a kid.
Okay. So 1 and 2 were meant to be one story, and they went, right, this is a story. That's it, we're done. They were going to do like an anthology thing, so every couple of years it'd have been Halloween is a different story.
Oh, like a presents kind of thing.
Yeah. But everyone associated obviously Halloween with Michael Myers. and Laurie Strode and everyone, and there was like, what the fuck? Where was it? So I actually really like Season of the Witch on its own. Like, it is its own film. It should
You
be seen
know,
as its own
the
film.
most annoying part of Season of the Witch?
Go on.
It advertises Halloween as a movie
Yeah.
on the TV.
That's meant to be the link. That's meant to be the link to say it is the same universe, but that's all it is.
Pissed me off.
But that's one of them. I tell you what, I've got like a weird one, just as like a bit of a random to combine bad gimmicks and sequels. Name me another like horror series that just fucking dove off a cliff.
Friday the 13th.
That goes up and down for me. There's waves for that.
Like Jason's my boy, and I think like it has its moments. I love the first Friday the 13th movie with Mrs. Voorhees as the killer. It was fucking dead good, and I really enjoyed the second one, even though it was a fucking sack and that. And even though the third one wasn't amazing, that's your birth for your fucking mask, really.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, part 2 and part 3 are iconic for very different reasons, aren't they?
Yeah,
I'd say 4's really underrated.
Yeah,
I love 4.
You know what?
But then he goes to fucking Manhattan.
That's better. But you know what though?
Freddy versus Jason.
I mean, Freddy versus Jason's more of a fucking giggle fest for me.
That's fanfic. That's for fans.
That was to feed the fans what they wanted. They wanted to see what happened. Like Freddy Goes to Manhattan. Like that is so 80s.
Freddy Goes to Manhattan.
Jason goes.
Yeah, have you been on a whiskey?
Part 15 of the
Freddy's there as well.
Yeah.
It's all right. We was doing fucking SummerSlam last week, and it was a fucking WrestleMania.
That is true. Also, what about Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Because that most recent one, that most recent one that's on Netflix, 2021, I think, or 2021, or something like that.
Yeah.
But, fuck me, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. That bus scene got so much hate. I actually enjoyed the bus scene over probably most other parts of that movie. I didn't think it was a good movie, but
I haven't actually watched it all yet.
The bus scene was pretty good. Watch the kill count. Watch our man James A. Janice. Don't even bother watching the full movie.
I watched it. I
know that goes against what James A. Janice tells you, but watch the kill count.
I'm there for James A. Janice personally. I'm all about that man. Him and his wife.
You know what? To a degree as well. I'd say like fucking things like Poltergeist and stuff like that. So I love the first Poltergeist movie.
Yeah.
Oh, the original Pet Sematary as well. Fucking hell.
You ever seen the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of people knew that though. There was a sequel. I was like,
but there's loads of them, right?
The remake, they didn't do too bad on the remake.
They tried to do something different, but I appreciated that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't hate the remake so much. The Omen, that's another one which, as a kid, I thought The Omen was amazing.
Yeah.
And then got older.
Yeah, like Child's Play, for instance, as well. Like that got very culted in it, so it became quite slapstick. But then you get things like Cult of Chucky, which is just like no. Like Owen watched it the other day. Give context: Owen's 13 people, and he was laughing through it.
And that's what it becomes. And it becomes a comedy horror, not like a serious horror. Like what they've done with the new Halloween franchise is make it back into an ultimate slasher horror. Halloween Kills is more brutal, absolutely. But that man just nearly got burnt alive, and he is now pissed and he's out for blood. So it makes sense that he goes on a fucking rampage to get what he wants.
I once heard the analogy that Michael Myers is like a great white shark. He hasn't evolved.
Yeah.
And if he smells blood, he's getting blood.
Yeah.
And I think that's like probably the best analogies for a character like him.
I think the thing with Michael as well is he has a goal in mind, doesn't he? Like Mike, like let's say Laurie dies. If he kills her at the foot. Yeah, but I mean, like as far as this story goes,
in this timeline now,
we're in this timeline. He kills Laurie at the start. She's dead. He's just going to stand there then and go, fuck.
Yeah, he's just going to look out of his window and go, I'm happy here. There'll be a dog that comes along later and I can have some dinner. Jobs are good.
Till Buster Rhymes turns up in his fucking house.
Marky fucking Myers.
I would say,
I'm really annoyed. Yeah, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Did go down.
I can't wait for this remake as well. I really can't wait for it because it's more like the novella.
Yeah.
So they're being very ambiguous with Pinhead.
Well, you're saying like with the remakes, you're on about Jason and that just the writers of the writers of they've kind of settled their massive lawsuit, haven't they?
Good.
The creators, so they still don't like each other, but one of the creators has put on his I don't know if it's his LinkedIn or fucking what it is, but he's linked to a Jason Voorhees 2023 movie.
Brilliant. And let's be honest, right? This Halloween remake, the Scream success that has just happened on the back of Scream 6, I want to say. Scream 5, maybe. They're making Scream 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's turning into the horror movie in that film. Is it Slash?
Yeah, Slash.
It's turning into that with the amount of numbers.
Slowly turning into Slash. Yeah. It's Stab. That's what it's called. Stab.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, Stab. Fuck me. The editor nearly had some work to do then. But
not on Shooting the Breeze, bro.
No, you just come on next week and correct us, don't you? The one thing that I hate that they did with Freddy Krueger is out him as a proper nonce. Like, let the suggestive, he's after the teenagers and he's creepy with them and all of that. But don't just out him as a fucking paedophile with like elementary school children. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that ruined Freddy in that timeline for me.
Yeah.
If I could burn a paedophile.
Jimmy Savile. It was Jimmy Savile.
Yeah, it was weird because like
Jimmy Savile of fucking serial killers.
Yeah.
The thing is, like with the original Freddy, you knew that's what he was. You knew that was his gimmick.
It was never said.
It was never said. Never said. Oh, he's dirty nonsense.
Yeah.
But then when they remade it, like I didn't like the remake anyway. I didn't think much of that at all. But when they remade it, there's a straight up like, oh yeah, he messes with kids. Him.
Yeah, he's a nonce.
So okay, why do we like Freddy still? Like, I know we shouldn't. But you know,
because he is a pop culture icon, isn't he? At the end of the day, he was in that era. Same with Jason. You know, Michael, I didn't think got the exposure as like Jason and
Michael
Freddy
was
did,
too
really.
early.
There you go.
Bear in mind, he's the progenitor of what is called the slasher
series.
movie.
Yeah, like Psycho and
I mean, you've got Psycho before it, even though that says it's a thriller. You've got Black Sunday before that. If you've never seen it,
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. Sorry, I'm thinking the fucking.
No, it's okay.
I'm thinking the fucking.
All right, I can hang with this conversation. It's fine. Of course you are.
You look when you say that, like Jason Voorhees was created purely because of the success of Michael Myers.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because the writers themselves even go, we straight copied it.
Let's make that round a camp. The sound. Let's do it.
I was watching Halloween. A guy fell out of a cupboard and he was swinging. We need that in our movie. You can't put that exact thing in. We'll use a tree.
There you go.
Okay.
Done. Can we get that bloke from Dawn of the Dead? See if he can do some fucked up shit to some people.
Yeah.
Let's get that lad.
Yeah,
get Tom Savini in there. Fucking sort out some shit. It's like
brilliant.
Legend.
Tom, there was a bit of a weird story actually with Kevin Bacon because someone said, "Oh, I'd love some bacon," and so I was like, "Oh, we got Kevin Bacon. You want him in the film?" So that may or may not be true. Just letting you know that. So,
yes, people.
Oh,
hello.
Also,
yes, people.
If I'm right, is that not Fluffy from Creep Show?
It is.
No, Creep Show. It's Fluffy. He's got underneath him. Affectionately known.
Yeah. Craig agreed.
It is. I did say Tom Savini's a fucking absolute legend. And he played Sex Machine. So, you know.
The ghost of my set.
Look,
the ghost of your future tattoo.
Fucking Martin again.
That would be a sleeve. That would be a sleeve. That would I tell you.
Nice fucking tattoo.
So on to currently watching. So this week I've currently been watching The Umbrella Academy. I have re-completed season 1, and have just come on to season 2 as of today. Actually, obviously trying to get back through to where we are now with season 3 already out ages ago. I just haven't had any opportunity to catch up on it, so I'm watching it from the beginning.
It's dead good. Fucking one of my kids absolutely loves it. Danny absolutely loves Umbrella Academy. So as soon as season 3 came out, that got fucking rinsed.
Yeah.
And they've announced now that they're having one more final season.
Oh, brilliant.
So
okay.
Season 4 will be the final one.
Okay.
Good.
I like that series actually get the chance to do that though, rather than hey, we've got it's like
TV networks and
like
pressure.
Resident Evil. This new Resident Evil that came out, the series, it's been cancelled already.
Yeah,
there is no season 2. People,
wow,
it ain't done very well though, has he?
I think a friend of mine watched it and he made a really good point. He says, "Look, if I want to fucking watch the same shit I've already watched, I'll watch the shit I've already watched. If I want to see a new story in that universe, I'll watch the new one."
Yeah.
People just, Cole
watched it without me because I said to him, "Oh, we've got Resident Evil to watch. The new series is on there. We're going to watch all that." He went, "Oh, I watched it yesterday." I was like, "Oh, was it any good then?" Because I'm going to watch it. He went, "First episode was good. The rest of it I've seen before."
Wow.
At least 15.
Wow.
The jaded opinions of a
in all fairness, he has got me as a dad, so he does get to watch a lot of shit like that. But yeah, for him to just turn around and go, I've seen it before. The first episode is okay.
There you go. And my final thing that I've watched this week, and I watched this with Bella, was Kindergarten Cop.
Old school, baby.
It was fucking fantastic. Bella loved it. I enjoyed it.
In your opinion, do you agree with the statement that girls have vaginas and boys have penises? Or
I do agree with that statement. That was a fair statement. That was.
That child went on to do a TED talk about that like 20 years later.
I'm not surprised.
People have argued it being picketed, but Ben Shapiro can do what he wants. Like this is,
it's up to him.
On a film, it's got to be real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, needs must and all that.
There you go.
Yeah. I have been rewatching.
Martin's outside my window shouting.
He's just standing there with a boombox saying, "I'm sorry.
I'm alive."
Fuck off! The police are after
you. He's going to come back through the bottle.
Like a genie. You just got to rub it the right way.
You just got to give him a good stroke. No, there we go. Nice. There we go. Oh, it's Martin.
He's weirdly animated like fucking Robin Williams. He's blue now for some reason.
I love it. I wonder
if he'll actually come out of that bottle.
Please let it happen. Please.
If only the editor could get some magic to make that happen. That's the thumbnail for this episode.
We'll have to have a work with him. We'll have to have a chat with him.
I'm a genie in a bottle.
As long as he doesn't turn out to be like a genie like in Wishmaster, I think we're okay.
They're
good films. They're good films. They go a bit downhill, but I accept that. They're really fucking good films. Also,
The Days of Finner.
Oh yeah.
They're good.
That's good.
For all you horror nuts out there.
We do this.
Yeah, this is the geeky mode.
So what have you been rewatching, Daniel Cornfield?
I've been rewatching Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
And this is nothing to do with the Ring of Power that's coming out on Amazon soon.
Okay.
This is literally just, I was around a friend of mine, Captain's, and I saw it and I was like, "Dude, do you want to watch Lord of the Rings?" He was like, "You got about 12 hours spare?" I was like, "Yeah, I've got a week off work." He was like, "Fucking let's go." So that's my plan after this. I'm going to Captain's to carry on watching Lord of the Rings.
Which one are you now on?
So because we're watching the super extended version, we
Beautiful.
only watched the first half of Fellowship.
The first half.
So you got another 3 days of that one then.
Yeah.
So basically, the way that box set works is it's 2 1.5 hour bits. So it's like watching 6 movies as opposed to 3 really long ones. But I fucking love it, and also the memes, all the memes of that. Like we've already listened. We're taking the Hobbits to Isengard, boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. All these like stupid ones just popping each other. It's amazing. It's just a nice way just to chill out with friends. So
what
shout
a
out
time
to
to be
Captain,
alive.
who does regularly watch as well.
The Captain
Beautiful
is
moment.
the man.
Yeah. Well, I say Strawberry Bro, man.
Tulak, I'll see you in the comments, brother.
You hope they turn up in the comments.
So,
we have a frozen Rob.
Oh, there we challenge a Rainman.
Well, before we test you, Mr. Rainman, and I know you've got dinner waiting.
Oh yeah.
I did want to throw out something for the ladies and germs out there, and everything in between. As they may have noticed over the last several months, this show's had a bit of a new look.
Yes.
It has a bit of a change. Someone died, and someone else moved in, and we're slowly moving stuff around. So we are looking at moving towards some new merch, some new shit. But I figured, rather than just shoving it out there in all your faces and all you beautiful bastards' faces, and you ugly fuckers as well, you are out there.
Hello.
I thought what we'll do is we're going to, between the three of us, we will decide what we're going to put out, but we'll throw out the ideas, throw out the designs, and let you lot choose. Let you lot tell us what you want. So we're going to put some shit up on our gimmicks. Maybe throw some videos out there, and we're asking everybody out there to actually fucking comment. Give us some fucking feedback, you bastards, and tell us what the fuck you want us to do and what you want to see. And we will release. If you don't,
Witty's going to choose what. Otherwise, Witty's going to choose what we do.
That's it. It's all down to Witty, boys.
It'll be Witty, and that's it.
The Eric Bischoff of the new generation cannot make decisions like this.
To be fair, it could be Vince Russo sitting in the back, fucking pulling the strings for the last 2 years.
Oh, apparently so. Listen, bro.
Bro, it's fine, bro.
The USA Network have been paying me the big bucks, bro.
I did not know that Riddle worked on the network. This is amazing.
Fucking hell.
Riddle's gimmick is a gimmick upon gimmick of Vince Russo gimmick.
Also,
yeah, Riddle's like Vince Russo and RVD having a baby.
Oh yeah, I'm going Clash of the Castle. That's next week.
Sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Bastard.
Just so bastard.
My cousin goes to Castle, like, you lucky bastard. He says, I'm going to the one night thing with Undertaker. So I was like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Lose my number. Like, I get so pissed about that.
I hope you get taken off by the fucking dragon.
Yeah, that. But if you're not from this country, it is well known that Wales is full of dragons. It's actually a well-known fact. You'd think Wales, but it's too on the nose.
There's loads of dragons.
I wrestle quite often in Wales these days, and the only reason I keep going back is for the cheese, Tommy Cooper and Shirley Bassey. Sometimes Charlotte Church, but mainly Shirley Bassey.
Then why wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
When she dies, I'll just move on to Charlotte Church.
But until that day comes.
Do you think you'll try and find a replacement for Charlotte Church as she's like the understudy in this scenario now?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll just wait until that day comes along and then make decisions from there. There's no
what
need
if they
to
die together in a plane crash?
Okay. Then you're forcing my hand a little bit. Do you know what I mean? You're forcing my hand a little bit. Just
say Buddy Holly, Ricky Valance, and stuff. You know, it can happen.
It can happen. These things can happen without a doubt. And until I'm going to have to go away and think about this. I'm afraid this is not. It's not a decision I can make without looking into all of the column A's and column B's,
all the analytics, all the tests, all the buttons and burners, and all.
I've got to do some studies.
I feel like it should be Rob Brydon.
Science. I've got to do science. Rob Brydon's up there.
That's a good choice.
Should be. Should be. If you're going to pick a Welshman.
He's a sexy man that delivers sexy audio content to our ears now. That's what
he's done for a long time.
Yeah, but no, he's been on screen mainly. Now he does audio podcast gimmicks.
And that's what
and he's always the voices whenever there's a Gruffalo fucking thing there.
That is true. That is true.
And he's got a Man in the Box. Man in the Box is dead good. But anyway, as fun as that was, testing ourselves on Welsh folk, and we did amazing. Let's test Rainman. Go on, hit our music.
It's now time for Testing Rainman with your host, the Bastard, Craig Challoner.
Good man. Right, so this week's edition of Testing Rainman.
Now, here we go.
Oh, and Don, you missed an absolute fucking beauty of one last week with the referees. Absolute beauty.
If you're looking for his answer book.
Was the answer Mark Curtis?
It was
Mark Curtis
maybe
wasn't an answer for anything.
No, it wasn't.
Well, in that case, it was wrong, and I'm glad I wasn't there for it.
SummerSlam, yes, SummerSlam questions are good. But anyway, this week's episode is big and it's sexy. It's Kevin Nash.
Oh shit.
Thought we'd have some fun with Mr. fucking Nash because he has been everywhere and done all kinds of everything.
Yes.
So
I'll struggle.
Let's start with when did Mr. Nash make his debut in WCW and what was the first gimmick?
It was the wizard thing, Don.
No, I know. I want to let you answer this one first.
No, but I can't remember the wizard name.
Oh, I know the name.
Everyone
it was like Oz, right? It was like Oz, something like that.
Yeah, the name's Oz. The character was called Oz.
Okay. And it was 1990 or 1991. So I'm going to go with 91.
I'd have to agree. Because I'm thinking there's a couple of other gimmicks he did in WCW.
Okay.
But I think Oz might be the first one he did, and I've got to say 91.
I had exactly the same as you two. I thought the same, 91 and Oz. And it was actually September 5th, 1990.
Oh, motherfucker.
As one half of the Master Blasters.
Oh.
He came in as Master Blaster Steel.
Wow. Okay.
Fucking Master Blasters.
I always thought that followed.
Yeah, same. So, honourable mention for Oz, because that's fucking quality. And Vinny Vegas, because
Vinny Vegas was amazing. Yeah, that was good.
That was right before he come to the E, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, that's that one. After making his debut in the F, what's the tag team name he had with Shawn Michaels?
Two Dudes with Attitude. Kind of groovy. It should have had that at the end, though. The kind of groovy part. Two Dudes with Attitude.
Did they go with that in 93 or 95? I don't know if they renamed in 95 as that. But I can't think of any other name for them. That hurts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the same now. As
it
Mr.
is
Bailey.
The two dudes. Oh yeah!
Was
fucking beautiful name.
Again, I agree though. It should have been kind of groovy.
Kind of groovy.
Yeah.
Yeah, good that was. Well, the two dudes with attitudes actually won tag gold twice.
Mm-hmm.
So who was it against on both occasions?
They won the titles against.
They won the title twice. Won the titles twice. Who is it against on both of these occasions?
Is it the same tag team?
No, not just one.
I didn't think so.
No.
So in 95, I'm more comfortable in saying that, and this could be wrong, but I think it was Owen Hart and Yokozuna. And in 93, this could have been a number of teams, really. I've got the Head Shrinkers and the Quebecers in my head, and they're probably wrong. But I'm going to go with the Quebecers. The Quebecers and Owen Hart and Yokozuna in 93 and 95, respectively.
So I'm going into my head because there's a certain way this went, and it was really fucking stupid. I know the Head Shrinkers was one. I know Head Shrinkers was one, and I'm sort of going to say Quebecers. Because I'm pretty sure they lost off TV as well. It was a house show, MSG. They won the tag belts from the Head Shrinkers.
So the first time they won the titles was at a house show, August 28th, 1994, against the Head Shrinkers.
Yeah, we're on my birthday.
Against the Head Shrinkers. The second time was In Your House 3 against Owen and Yoko. And then they was stripped the next night because Clarence Mason was like, "Nah, dudes, that was for Gazy."
Legal man and all that shit because
Bulldog
got involved and yeah.
So is that like half a point each?
You
then?
got half each day.
I am fucking fuming that I went with the wrong team.
Yeah.
I'm so angry.
As soon as you said Head Shrinkers, I was like,
"Oh my god!" Faces, like,
you don't even know. You don't even know how angry I am about the fact that I've picked the wrong team. You don't know. You don't know. I need a win today, boys. I need a win.
Okay. When did Diesel win his first world title? Where did it happen? And against who?
Well, I can tell you it was 1994. I can tell you that it was against Bob Backlund and it was at Madison Square Garden on a house show in 8 seconds. And if you want to go as far as a month, then because I believe his first pay-per-view defense was November at Survivor Series against Bret the Hitman Hart, then I want to say that it happened early November.
I agree with most of that.
Okay.
I'm going to say October. It happened in October. Other than that, though, same year, same venue, same person.
November 4th, 1994.
Okay. Well,
October 17th, 94.
Well, with this one, I enjoyed that answer, Rob. That was dead good. So it was against Bob Backlund. It was in Madison Square Garden. It was in 1994. And it was November 26. It was 3 days after Bob beat Bret at Survivor Series.
Okay.
So it was literally 3 days after.
94. Sorry, yes, because I've got Diesel Bret 95 in my head, but it was Rumble 95 that they first got back together and they went round
8
the
seconds
houses.
as well.
Yeah.
Well done.
8 seconds. Thank you, man.
Well done, Rainman. Well done.
That was some Rainman shit right there.
Here we go then. We're moving across the way, the other side of the country. We're moving to WCW. So after moving there, how many times did Nash hold the world title in WCW?
3. Look, I'm not going to sit here and go that I know exactly how many times he won a world heavyweight title, a US title, a tag team title in WCW, but I'm going to have a stab in the dark. I'm going to say he was the booker at times. I'm going to go with a fair outcome of 3. If it was more than that, Nash, he shouldn't have had the pen.
I think it's 4, and at least one occasion he stripped someone of the belt to put it on himself because he was the on-air commissioner.
And this is what I'm
he had
saying.
The pencil. I'm going to say 4. 1 was him stripping, I believe, Sid Vicious. 1 obviously
F the brain.
Goldberg, Starcade. I want to say Jeff Jarrett, and the 4th time
some strange arm movement.
Booker T. I think he won it 4 times though.
Also, he's half the brain, Bob. Just wondered.
Great question.
So he actually won it 5 times. It was the 3 that you mentioned. I've got down for the number 4 title ? I don't know what I did there, but that one's not there, so that'll have to look up again next week, people.
Well, let's do it. No one cares.
And yet, that one that you was talking about, he did in fact strip somebody and go, "I'm having that." As well. That's mine. But I think it was a result of a match or something. He had a match. He said the result went the other way, so he took it back off of me. He kept it for himself.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, that's a thing. So when was Nash's last pay-per-view for the W? What was his last pay-per-view match for the WCW, and who was it against? This is question number 6, people.
okay, Don. So if we work backwards, right? Because I'm not going to be able to do this because you're the WCW guy.
Yeah.
But Greed was the last WCW pay-per-view. Was he there or not?
No.
And I didn't think you were going to say yes, in all fairness, because of the fact that it was too close to the buy-in.
I think his last pay-per-view appearance was Sin.
Okay.
Which was the pay-per-view before. And I want to say
Vampiro.
No.
Okay.
Put me down, this might seem a bit weird. Chronic.
Well. Okay. Is
I know
that
where you're going with
famous? Is that famously Brian Adams?
Famously Brian Adams and not so famously Brian Clark.
Also Crush.
Also Crush, brah.
Bruh.
Also Raph.
Bro.
Clearly it wasn't against Chris Canyon. What a shoot. But yeah, I'll go with Sin then as well. I'll just throw out someone else. Obviously, I said Vampiro. He said no. I'll go Scott Steiner. Fuck it.
Well, Rob gets half a point because it is against Scott Steiner.
Oh wow!
And it was
still, it's the Steel Asylum match, isn't it?
It's the retirement match against Steiner. Yep, in February.
So what was that pay-per-view called?
Oh, fuck me! Fucking changed the name.
Yeah,
they changed the name of it twice, didn't they? Fucking because it was it's all right. I didn't bother with the fucking title in the end. I was just like, fuck it. I was like, what pay-per-view match was it? But yeah, that's the one. It was supposed to be called something. They changed it, and then it got changed back. So that might have been with the Sin because of their Vampiro. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember right, they changed a lot of the pay-per-view names near the end with the whole new.
So if it was February, then it was Super Brawl Revenge.
That was it, because it was their answer. Yeah, because it was a follow-up from the fucking Royal Rumble gimmick that they do.
Yeah, from the World
War III.
World War III.
Yeah, that's it. Which Kevin Nash incidentally did win once.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a little bonus question for you, just for the shits, because Kevin Nash obviously has been in quite a few little movies. But can you name his characters he played in John Wick, Magic Mike, and The Longest Yard?
John Wick, he was Dorman.
He was one, that is true.
Magic Mike, he was stripper.
He was a stripper, this is true. He was
actor. No,
and what was the other movie?
Longest
Yard.
Sorry.
Adam Sandler movie, come on.
No, it is a good one.
Right, but he was on the opposite team, wasn't he?
He was on the guard, yeah.
There you go.
Lost him.
Well, there's part of his name, God.
In fairness, he was fucking funny in Longest Yard, though.
Oh, mate, he was amazing.
Pop me.
Longest Yard.
Longest Yard was class.
Why'd you have to be so mean?
Well, when he's been on the tee, like.
Fuck, you couldn't have asked.
That's an ask. That is an ask.
In the Punisher, like, fuck. Because I can answer that one. He's the Russian.
Nice.
Yeah.
In the Thomas Jane Punisher, he plays the Russian.
So here's
Thomas
the thing.
Jane legitimately stabbed him.
I could give you 3 names, and each and every single one of them would be wrong. So I'm just going to take a meh on this one and go, you tell me, bro. You tell me.
I'm going to just completely off thing. I'm going to guess that in The Longest Yard, it seems like something, like McDougal. That's just completely off the top of my head. Other than that, no idea. At least we know he's in those films, though.
The reason I picked these 3 as well is because for some reason, when I was doing Kevin Nash, these 3 stuck out for me. And I don't even know why for the John Wick part, because he literally gets to the door, John Wick sticks a gun on him and goes, Francis. He goes, goodbye. And he leaves. And like, that's it. And then the reason I remembered his name, Magic Mike, because his name was Ernest, but he was also known as Tarzan.
Brilliant.
Because of his fucking long torso, his big fucking
Yeah.
build and everything. And in The Longest Yard, he was Guard Englehart.
Brilliant.
But 3 quality films that Kevin Nash is a part of and just had to have their little honourable mentions just for me because I fucking love them movies.
Yeah.
They're good movies. Even the first Magic Mike, I'm not gonna lie to you, the first time I watched it, I don't know which girlfriend I was with at the time because life goes on, doesn't it? But I fell asleep. I weren't really into it, but I think when I've watched it since, I've been it's all right actually for a movie that
pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised stripper male movie.
To be fair, it's really fucking funny, man. Because like that film, he's one of them films, isn't he? Well, for us, well, most blokes, you look at it and go, yeah, not my thing. I didn't get anyone, but that was fucking good.
And XXL weren't too bad, right?
I only watched half of it.
Okay.
Got distracted,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like that these things happen regular.
Sometimes you have to put a tail down. So
sometimes you collect it in a jar.
Yeah.
This is true.
And sometimes
so that, ladies and gentlemen, was testing Rainman.
What was the score? Who won, or like where was we?
You did.
You won that one. That was you.
Brilliant! Thanks.
You took that one. I can't believe you didn't know any of the names, but that was big.
Come on. My Rainman ability comes to wrestling, not movies.
No, to be fair, as far as I'm concerned, question 4. As soon as you gave me who he fought, when he fought them, where he fought them, and the match there was only 8 seconds, you'd have won that for me.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh,
that was it.
What a fucking time to be alive.
Although you did go Quebec as overhead
I'm
drinkers.
still pissed about that. I'm still fuck you, Fatu and Samu. Fuck you. You
to be fair as well,
and if you'd
Don,
like
you did miss how great he was last week with the SummerSlam question with the referees. So I asked him how many different special guest referees have been at SummerSlam since it's fucking
difficult,
built.
Man.
And he was it one off?
One off. So
that was impressive.
So, like the numbers that I was throwing out there as well. So like I said, maybe 9, maybe 11, like going with the worst WrestleManias in history.
Yeah.
And then because of the way that the question was worded, it wasn't how many there was. So there was actually, I think, 11 in the history of special guest referee matches, but multiple matches had the same referee. So that brought the number down considerably. Right. So I thought 9 is going to be what the answer was, but it turned out to be 8, which, as I'll always shoot, WrestleMania 8 is like my first experience of wrestling. So that number in wrestling to me means something.
Yeah.
And then here we are, and I'm one off. I was fuming, absolutely fuming.
Well, the best part of it as well was like, my 2 favourite numbers, my lucky.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in between them 2. And then you chose
7
the
and
worst
10.
And then you chose
11,
the worst WrestleMania.
I just missed 8 off. That was challenging. It was a challenging question, and that is what I love about this challenge Rainman gimmick. It's good. It's good. I never know the questions. I've known the topic once. I think Craig's given us the heads up once on the topic.
Yeah.
I prefer not to know and just let's see what happens.
You can't study for something that's like literally there and then, though. So this is as real as it gets.
This is not scripted, people.
Hey, Don, you throwing out the 2 dudes of attitudes like fucking, like it was a fucking throwaway question.
Yeah, fair play.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
I've got little bits of knowledge, but like my knowledge is very varied. Like I spread far too thin, and probably that's the issue. But random things do stick in the brain for some reason.
So do nails.
Well, not unless he gets fired and then tries to claim that some bloke on a magazine I looked at earlier tried to sexually assault him.
All depends on the wind, though, doesn't it? All depends on the wind.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell.
Final Destination was a good series.
It was all right, wasn't it? Went a bit silly.
What, because the serious concept of it going in?
Yeah, it was believable at the start.
I actually do like the Final Destinations and all sense of it. They are good films.
They are.
Just for stupid shit.
It made me not want to go on roller coasters for quite a while, though.
Mate, stop me going in some beds.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, never mind the skin cancer.
Yeah, I mean, that was the least of my worries.
I
I've
don't tend to go for a drive-throughs.
Yeah, I've never wanted to take up gymnastics. And every time I see one of them fucking log carrying motherfuckers on the motorway, I do my best to get past it as quickly as possible and get about fucking 200 feet in front of it. Speed cameras or not, I'm all right with it.
What's a couple of quid compared to not having a log for a face?
Literally.
Mate, that is so iconic that everybody looks at that and goes, yeah, now I'm moving.
Yeah, 100%. Why is
I'm
it
never
in the
going to
middle lane?
NASCAR either. But
Why is it in the middle lane, please? Why?
I think they do it on purpose.
They do. They know.
And then
they
as
know.
people pass the go, you've seen the film.
Yeah, fucking know. That cunt going 200 miles per hour just to get away from me. Literally holding on to the steering wheel like this.
Fucking white knuckling the thing.
I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to get away.
I'm cheating, Def. I'm cheating, Def.
Fuck you, Def.
And then some pigeon flies by and knocks a pane of glass on you.
And that's it, yeah.
Game over. Goddamn pigeons, man. This has been shooting the breeze. I have football, Craig. Craig, we haven't spoken about football.
We haven't.
You just mentioned it.
No,
also, we haven't. Well over the half an hour.
So we did like an hour and 6 last week. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, Don, you'd know if you watch the content. Here's the thing, right? So last week we had this really detailed discussion about football, Man United and Chelsea, obviously, as we support. But this week it's gone better for Man United. We've managed to get 2 wins on a trot for the first time since I think October last year in the Premier League. That is insane.
Yeah.
Yes, Ten Hag.
Yeah, and he did it by first of all benching your captain.
Yeah.
Because let's face it,
Both
you don't need him. And then bench cup captain.
Yeah.
It's like don't need those 2 guys. Fuck it. Let's go without.
Absolutely.
And it went really
Maguire and Ronaldo. Take a seat, boys. We've got it from here. Also, we've just signed Anthony.
Good game to watch as well.
Ajax.
It's an interesting game to watch. We've got Southampton tomorrow as a follow-up.
Okay.
Which should be fun.
We've got someone on Thursday night.
We had Leicester, didn't we? And fucking straight up get a fucking red card for fucking Gallagher. That was great. But finishing 2-1 in the end. Fucking Sterling getting them. I was happy with that result in the end.
There you go.
Didn't go as well as it should have, but there you are.
And how did your team get on, Daniel Cornfield?
Yes, so the Bangladesh Bulls, I believe, beat the I watch Kabaddi.
Nice.
If you've never seen Kabaddi, watch Kabaddi. It's amazing.
I fucking love this.
It's genuinely like
I don't watch rugby. I don't follow golf or tennis.
I watch marble racing. Watch marbles racing down a track. Watch men chant the word Kabaddi while playing tag. And I watch slap fighting. That's my.
Those slap fights are another level.
And this has been Shooting the Breeze. I'm Rob Campbell.
And I saw that Bangladesh lost 4-1 to Malaysia.
Look at
you bastard, Craig Challoner.
Daniel, did somebody say grind? Cornfield.
See you next time.
So